What is good, y'all? It is Anime K here, and we are back with another video. Now, it's been a while since I've said that. It's been a while since I've posted, actually, and yeah, I've been busy. Just want to say that I've been busy, if anyone not really cares. But I just wanted to say that to say I'm back now. It is another reaction video. There will be normal videos coming soon, but it's going to be another reaction video. But I want to react to a video about Saiki K, right? And the reason I want to react to a video about Saiki K, this video was made a couple years ago, so it's an old video that this creator made. But I wanted to react to it because Saiki K was one of the first, well, it was the first anime I ever watched, I want to say. It was that or Kuruko no Basket, but I think it was my second or first anime that I ever watched, right? But this anime to me holds a special place in my heart. Obviously being one of the first couple of animes that I ever watched, and two, because it's just so funny and it's just so simple yet so funny. Like, it's hard to really explain why I like this anime so much, but that's mainly the reason why, because it's just so simple and so funny. And I can rewatch it. I've rewatched it literally hundreds of times. Like, you can just keep rewatching it and it's still amazing. It's still great. And it's almost as good as like when you watch it the first time, really. But today we're going to react to a Saiki K video. And guys, if you do enjoy this reaction video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and yeah, come back for more anime videos. But let's get into it.
Question: is this you when you're watching comedy anime? Oh, he got beat up again. Funny. Yeah, do the one where you fall into her panties. Woo! So while finding anime labeled as comedy,
I can't lie, that trope, yeah. After a while, right, the trope of the man getting punched by the female, it gets annoying after a while. I get it. It's funny, maybe. Is it ever really been funny, that? Has anyone ever laughed at that? I don't know. I think maybe it's trauma from Naruto. Oh, with Sakura always punching Naruto, but it just wasn't funny after a while. After a while, it's just like, yay, okay, wow, she punched him for no exact reason at all. But anyway, carry on.
obviously isn't that hard. Among the vast sea of them, well, it's a bit of a struggle to find ones that actually make me laugh, to be honest. And I ain't talking about the type of laugh, I'm talking... And look, I don't want to be that dude that says comedy anime aren't funny, cause that ain't fully true. Comedy shows like Konosuba and Exxon have me laughing lungs out, but... I'm
so happy Konosuba's coming back. So happy. That is another one that is fucking goated.
Oh dear! That man's going to abandon that child! He defiled that poor little girl and now he's throwing her away! Oh my gosh! Both those girls are covered in icky goo!
Flipping goated.
Aside from some exceptions, it seems like a lot of anime have this particular style of humor that to me is just kind of meh. Now, could it be that I've just become too jaded after watching anime for way too long? Perhaps. Could it be because of cultural and potential humor differences between Japan and us overseas folk? Probably part of it. I mean, I was laughing at shit like the drip meme and fucking monkey just a while ago. Like, they probably don't have much of an idea as to what our taste in humor is. Monkey. Well, we'll get back to all this in a bit, because first I wanted to talk about The Disastrous Life of Saiki K, a comedy I believe avoids a lot of the issues I have with other comedy anime, but is also one of my personal favorites. Saiki K is about a psychic boy named Saiki, who was born with strong psychic powers. And with a bunch of powers too. I mean, look at the size of the page listing them all. He's got stuff like telekinesis, x-ray vision, super strength, the power to upgrade your PC to Windows 10, like, he's got it all. So yeah, another overpowered protagonist, but this guy, well, I bet he could even beat Goku. Wait a minute. Yeah! Suck my fucking nuts, Goku! So obviously having powers in this world aren't normal, and everyone here are just normal people. And Saiki envies them. Yeah, he actually doesn't want to have these powers despite how good they might sound. He really does just want to be a normal boy. Albeit one with a bit of a weird coffee jelly fetish. The reason being that while his powers are overpowered, they also intrude on his daily life. He has to constantly hear the thoughts of other people because of his strong mind-reading ability, but also apparently can't look at someone directly for too long without seeing through to their anatomy? God, that'd be some awkward sex. Essentially, with almost every power he has, comes with some sort of drawback as well. And so because he wants to live a normal life, he also doesn't want anyone to know that he has these psychic powers, which is why he attempts to live low-key and doesn't want attention on him from anyone. Only problem for him, though, is that he's gotten the unwanted attention of multiple people in his school. A delusional chuny, a Chad, the perfect popular girl, a spirit medium.
Bro, you know what's funny about the whole concept of him wanting to hide his powers is, all his friends are literally the worst people for him to hide his powers around, and they're just the most loudest people in the show. And that's what's so funny. I don't know if it's like a contrast between, I don't know what it is, right? I don't know if I'm maybe looking too deep into it, but the fact that like you have the boy who just wants a quiet life, and you had these loud friends around him, it just made the show so hilarious.
My meteor spark genocide ball! You call that a throw? What the hell was that, Kaido?
Because he was constantly trying to avoid them, get away from him, get away from them, but somehow they would just end up right in front of him.
The ugliest, dumbest motherfucker you've ever seen, and the list goes on. And oh boy, this is where the real fun begins. Now when you see archetypes like this pop up in other shonen anime, you probably roll your eyes and think, oh god, another dumb gimmick? Well, believe me when I say this show takes every archetype they introduce to their logical extreme. And by that I also mean everybody is unbelievably stupid, every single character, every single thing. And it's great. I mean, I love consuming stupid shit. Have you seen my channel? Well, the only not so stupid character in the show is Saiki, in which you basically get to watch him react to and try and avoid all the other characters' stupid antics, which in of itself is also great. Though not to say Saiki doesn't have his own antics going on. Due to his lack of being a normal person his whole life, sometimes he over-exaggerates situations in which he uses his powers with. Like when he gets so scared by a cockroach that he casually teleports himself to Texas? Oh god, Saiki, not Texas.
Bro, that whole episode is genius. He basically has to get rid of a cockroach, right? And because he's so scared of getting rid of this cockroach, right, he tries to teleport to different countries and it just doesn't work. It's the funniest shit ever. The funny thing is he has these powers to deal with this cockroach, but he's that scared he doesn't want to deal with it. It's genius. It's so simple yet genius.
And like I said earlier, he also has a really strange obsession with coffee jelly. Like, damn dude, is it really that good?
Yo, he's actually making it mad.
The answer is yes!
When it's not just the characters acting like idiots in their own ways, it's also the scenarios you see the characters being thrown into constantly. Rather than doing the same things over and over again with their archetypes and having the gags go stale fast, this show always comes up with new and refreshing ways to put these characters in scenarios or in interactions that are just hilarious, especially being paired up with just how ridiculous everyone is. It's entertaining watching characters like Teruhashi try to keep up their insane perfect image while also being rotten to the core, or watching characters like Nendo just doing dumb shit. Aside from just that aspect though, this show takes an approach to humor in a way a lot of anime don't. I feel like in a lot of other shows, you'll probably see gags of characters doing some goofy shit that involves screaming, stating the whole point of the joke, and smashing themselves with a fucking wall to play up a reaction for laughs. Well, guess what? I ain't laughing. Like, you kinda ruined the joke for me that way, honestly. Meanwhile, this show will do 10 times goofier shit, and then play it off in such a low-energy, deadpan, matter-of-factly way to the point where the punchline actually hits harder because they aren't putting so much attention on the absurdity of it. This show also tackles parody and meta humor in a very similar way, to points where you could even think it's an abridged series because of how nonchalant they are about it. And honestly, I really love that too. And at times where there is a reaction from Saiki or someone on a situation, it's more so either done in a way that gets straight to the punch or has a sarcastic quip to it, and then the show goes on. They don't drag out the joke for too long or feel the need to over-explain each and every one, but just continues coming up with more scenarios for the characters. And that's just it. Having funny scenarios written up with your designated characters should be more than enough if you write them in a creative way. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be honest, right? I don't know if there will be another comedy anime like Saiki K. I don't know how it could be done, but I think Saiki K was made in like, I don't know when it was made, but I know it was made like the 2010s, right? Like the way he's explaining it is all my thoughts that I probably couldn't articulate properly, right? But I don't know if there'll be another anime like Saiki K. I really don't, because it's so, the concept of it, I feel like if a watcher of Saiki K was to see another show similar to it, they'd be like, oh, you're just trying to copy Saiki K. Cause I don't know, I've never seen a comedy anime like it, and like he says, there's so many of the normal tropes, you know, the girl kicking the boy, running through the walls, where it's not really that funny. But Saiki K, for me anyway, in terms of comedy animes, it's in a league of its own. Like, there's very few comedy animes, like he said, that I've actually genuinely laughed at. Konosuba, another one he mentioned in here, which if you haven't watched Konosuba, watch it, because there's going to be a new season coming out soon. It is freaking funny. Just funny. Every episode is funny, right? Konosuba, I can't think right now off the top of my head which animes have really made me really laugh, but Konosuba and Saiki K definitely two I'd put up there. But yeah.
You already get my point. And by far, my favorite part about this show is that combined with the delivery of comedy I enjoy, this show delivers it at a rapid pace. And I mean rapid. It sounds like the voice actors are trying to speedrun their fucking scripts. I think it's because the initial run of Saiki had each episode be 5 minutes long, and they wanted to cover one chapter per episode in that span of time, which on paper sounds like a fucking awful idea, but for this series it actually works really well, surprisingly, and even adds to it. It's got that snappy pace that all the TikTok zoomers...
It's crazy, I never heard it in dub as well. I watched it in... No, I never heard it in sub, I watched it in dub, which... In my opinion, the dub's better. Just my opinion, though.
Will love, but it's great for everyone else too because it wastes no time. You could even say it's the optimal comedy anime.
It is.
Now, obviously, when I say all this, I'm not saying every show has to have comedy exactly like Saiki K's, though I do think it is a good example of an anime that hits a nice humor sweet spot. A lot of other comedy anime I've seen do too much, too little, or copy-paste typical anime gags. I just think there should be a decent balance is all. Not every joke has to be a banger either, but at least have some of the funny I want. Alright, I'm just about done here. I could say more, but you already get the gist. Go watch Saiki right now. It's on Netflix, and all the cool kids have Netflix. Alright, well, if you really don't have one, you can always just message that old high school friend that you haven't talked to in 4 years.
Yo, you guys.
Watch Saiki right now. It's on Netflix.
See, you guys watch. Guys, once you watch Saiki K and then you try to watch Saiki K Reawaken, you'll understand why I scribbled that out. And do not watch that. Let me just say, if you guys haven't watched Saiki K, do not watch Saiki K Reawaken. One, the voice actor of Saiki K is different. That's basically it. Like they changed some of the voice actors and then it kind of ruins the show. You know what? I have to give appreciation to voice actors because they make a big part of these shows. Because once they changed the voice actors, I was like, yeah, I'm out. It's not really that good. No.
And all the cool kids have Netflix. Alright, well, if you really don't have one, you can always just message that old high school friend that you haven't talked to in 4 years and mooch off him. Or you can put on the eye patch, I won't judge. Also, yes, you can watch this in dub instead of sub, but if you come back to the comment section saying the jokes didn't land for you in English, then I'll fucking kill you. Plus, you'll be missing out on the yare yare.
Yare yare. Yare yare. Yare yare. Yare yare. Yare yare. Yare yare. もう知らん。勝手にしろ。
Be a YouTuber, they said. It'll be great, they said. What was that?
Now, guys, that was a good video. I really enjoyed that video. I think he basically said everything how I feel about Saiki K, that everything that I couldn't possibly said myself. It was really good though, really good video. But yeah, Saiki K, man, for me, again, one of the first few animes I watched. Amazing, really good. And if you haven't watched it, what are you doing? Watch it, please. It's not even a good comedy anime, it's a good gateway anime as well. I feel like it's a really good gateway anime. The only problem with it is you won't find many comedy animes like Saiki K, so you might suffer from withdrawal symptoms basically, because the only other anime again that's made me laugh like Saiki K that I can think of at the top of my head right now is Konosuba, which you should watch that as well. But yeah, Saiki K, I love it. Now guys, if you guys enjoy this video, leave a like. If you enjoy Saiki K, leave a like as well. And look, if you do watch it, let me know how you find it. Come back to this video and let me know in the comments below. And this has been Anime K. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching, listening, or however you choose to indulge in my content. Peace. I'm out.